Coach Stefanos here, and today I'm teaching you the 5 tactical virtues. And we are taking a leaf out of Jack Donovan's book here. Well, he has 4 tactical virtues. We've added another. I'm going to go into that, but fundamentally what we're speaking to here, and this is to really stimulate your ideas around who are you as a man? Who do you want to be as a man? How do you define masculinity? How do you define being a man? In fact, I'm going to say this to you. The first exercise I want you to do is define masculinity for you. Define what it means to be a man for you. Maybe it's a paragraph, maybe it's a sentence, maybe it's 7 pages. I want you to write that out. What does it mean to be a man for you? How do you define man? You can pause the video right now and I want you to go into that definition before you even keep listening to this. And go into that definition for you. Masculinity to me means ... I am a man when ... Now remember, side note, we're going to teach a lot of this later, but human qualities first. But that doesn't matter. I want you to go into what it means to be a man. Now, here's what we're talking about today. What does it mean to be a good man? And what does it mean to be good at being a man? And there is a distinction. There is a clear distinction. And in the 5 tactical virtues, what we're really speaking to is being good at being a man. You see, for example, we see villains in the world, right? We say, take Darth Vader as an example. And we say, well, he's a bad man. Well, hold on. What do you mean by bad man? Because when we're talking about a good man, we're talking about virtues and characteristics that you or us as a culture or a subgroup of people or as an individual thinks and believes is what is worthy of being a man, what defines a man. But they're character traits. They are more subjective than anything else. So we look at someone like Darth Vader, and when I go through the tactical virtues, you're going to understand, well, he's actually pretty good at being a man. He's a badass. Now, is he a good man? Depends who you're speaking to. If you're speaking to the dark side, he's a good man. Or he's a bad man, but they perceive that as good. If you're speaking to the Force, they're going to say, well, he's a bad man. So it really depends on who you're speaking to. And that's really important. I'm going to let you sit with that for a minute. Maybe even more. But let's go through these tactical virtues. Because these tactical virtues are really connected to evolutionary biology, evolutionary psychology, and how we've formed groups, how we've formed tribes and communities. So in no particular order, the first of these tactical virtues is strength. As men, we have been designed, if you will, we have formed and merged into the world to be strong. We are stronger than our female counterparts. Okay? And this is purely speaking to biological sex. And let's be real for a moment, men are about 70% stronger in their lower body and 100% stronger in their upper body on average. It's a generalization on average. And so because of that, our responsibilities in tribe and community to survive have been orientated towards feats and practices that would engage and require more strength. It is natural for us to be strong. Right, to apply our strength in the world, our physical strength, and of course our mental and emotional strength and our spiritual strength, and we've developed that over years, but our physical strength. Next is courage. Because of our strength and because of our ability to be in our environment, in our physical environment, which required high levels of survival hundreds of thousands of years ago and millions of years ago, because of the harshness of our reality and environment, we have required a great deal